Again, it's Dads to Cridler Gaming. Today we've been messing about on Minecraft with this tool called an observer. We realised if you added a sticky piston and some honey or slime, you can make some really bizarre contraptions. And we also come up with a game that's crazy isolation game we called it, but we'll show you how we started out. An observer, if we pop one down here, and you can Google the mechanics if you need to. If you put an observer so it's pointing at you, then a sticky piston is best just to work towards you, and a bit of slime, and then spin around and do exactly the same in the opposite direction. So again, we've got observer pointing to us, a sticky piston and slime. Just need to get rid of this block at the bottom so it's in the air. Now this looks rather bizarre, but if I just pop a button on the piston and set it to go, what you'll see is that you've got sort of perpetual motion here. You've got pistons going left and right. That's sort of our perpetual motion machine, but we were messing about and there's some strange things we came up with. So if we adapt it slightly, so if I just break it to stop it. Now if we do exactly the same thing again, but this time we start with an observer, the sticky piston and 2 blocks of slime, like so. And then when we spin it round, we want to do the opposite. So again we want observer, piston, slime, and we need to get rid of the one at the bottom. In fact, it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think, but it's a slime you don't want on the floor. And then we set this off going. Now the machine doesn't know whether to go left or to go right because the slime's stuck to both observers, and the observer's trying to push it forward and the slime is keeping it with it. So if you build this little contraption here, let me just quickly stop it a second, break. Right, as soon as you break one, it's there. So if we take the middle of this slime here and then we'll go 10 blocks this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's say 10 here, and we'll put the honey down or something like this, just as like a line. It could be anything really. You can even make a finishing line. You can be very creative. And then if we go 10 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say here. This isn't exact, but if you want a fair game, you want to do it exactly the same from the middle. So this will be the other side. This is our crazy isolation game. So again, I've got to put a sticky piston in this way round. And then put a button on and start it off. Now who's going to win? It's completely 100% random, so someone can be on the right, someone can be on the left. Now apparently if you do this on PC, it's like a flying machine and it can actually take off if you sort of flip it 90 degrees up into the air. But this could be your game, so it looks like, oh, the right hand side's winning, oh, the right hand side's won. So you could build a nice pretty pink fortress there, and a scary horrible blue on there, and have pink versus blue or something like that. But this is our machine. As you can see, it goes on and on and on forever. And eventually it will stop at the end of the world over there. But while we're messing about, we found some other strange things that it happened to. Is that when we put buttons down near it, they just obliterated or got completely ignored. But it did speed it up. So let's see if we can recreate exactly what we did there. So I'm going to put a button here. It just breaks it, it just destroys it. But now it's going twice as fast. It's probably just glitchy. It's bizarre. Now this is our sort of 3D version of the same thing. So with honey and slime work exactly the same way, but you go observer, piston, slime, and then spin round and you stick a next observer to it. And then once you've set the 4 up, pop a button on the piston and then it will go like this, so it's nice and say perpetual motion in a way. We put some cows in there because when we doubled it up, a cow escaped somehow and actually broke it on the way out. So it's so glitchy when you do it in 2 ways. So what we'll do is we'll show you the build. Right, so start with 4 slimes. Make sure it's not touching the floor. Then we'll have an observer and a piston, and then we'll pop 4 more slimes here. Now on the inside we're going to go clockwise round, so with the observers. Oh yes, I've done anti-clockwise in this case. As long as you're going the same way, doesn't really matter. And then finally on this one here, the piston. So you can see it's nicely there. Now if we go completely the opposite direction now, so we're putting a observer and piston so they're opposite. We were just trying to break it with the mechanics. You can see perpetual motion's always fun. If it didn't delete our buttons, we were going to try and put things there so it worked, you know, sort of creating stuff, and I'm sure we could get it to be useful in some way. So just pop this down here and we'll set this going, and eventually it works. Now there's no actual pattern here, it's all completely random, just like that machine. Where's our robot thing gone? Our machine stopped right over there. I'm not sure how it stopped. What is really strange is if we just take a slime, just bring it round here, and just keep adding more slime, and then we join these up, it just stops, instantly stops. And if we break it, it starts again. Now you think that would still push, but I guess the game doesn't really know. It's going to push this way and push that way. This one's completely stopped here. If we pop another one in here, and that stops this one. It's just weird how it's working. Again, we could come around here. What we're trying to do is get some sort of, you know, even crazier motion. I reckon we can go up and down as well as left and right, or round and round. But I think the game just glitches because it doesn't really know which way to go. So again, it just stops after a while. It's just like, why? Why have you stopped? Why have you stopped? So there's lots of glitches. Now the other thing I found weird, and we'll just go back to this machine here. We've got our slime. Let me just stop it. So you'd think, it's going to keep going forever, I need to break it. So I put wood and then another slime here. You just get a sticky piston. And we'll start it again. So that slime sticks to the block, but that block doesn't stick to that slime. And that slime is sticky. So really that slime should go up and down, up and down and up and down, because what I wanted to do was take this slime here and then link it with some other ones and so on. Now what you can do again with our machine over here, which I don't know why it stopped, is you can add more levels to it. So you can put slime, slime. Let's just do it again. If you want to cheat in your game, have two on your side because it does go twice as quick. But it's surprising in which way. So we start this off. So again, it's going. Now what we did then was, let me just break it again. Come here. Stop. It's gaming itself to break it, especially when you press the wrong buttons.
Oh.
This is going to go on forever. Come here, stop. Right. So what we thought we'd do was we'd just make, you know, just keep it going. Just keep going as many as we could, just to see what happened. Let's see what happens. To wait for it to get going. It's bizarre. It leaves half of it behind, and now it's left that bit behind, and now it's just catching up. So you can just carry the game on, see which bits are left over. Because it is random, eventually it's going to stick back to this one here and then drag the middle bit back into action, which will then drag the bottom bit back into action. It's just chaotic, so enjoy that there. So the very first time I did this, the cow got stuck. But see, you think the cow would get squished, but it doesn't. It's a cow pat. Hey. Oh, come back. Whee! This is a slow mode, isn't it? We can pop a cow on here as well. Oh, you're over here now. Who's going to fall off first? Place your bets.
I reckon the one on the left.
Maybe they'll never fall off.
Starved to death.
Oh!
Oh.
Ah, one on the right. So much fun you can have. Well, I've been messing about with cows and pistons and our observer friends. Alex has been building an elevator, so he's going to show you what he's done. A brief how to put it together. Here you go.
I just...
So go on and ride your elevator.
Oh.
Oh, that's how it works. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So get on it. Go on and let's have a ride.
Okay. And press the button.
Oh.
Push you up. And up.
Cool.
And up. And
So fun with
there you go.
pistons. Fabulous.
And then if you want to look at all the redstone, it's...
So if you Google how to build an elevator, you'll find this video here, and can't remember who actually did the exact make of this one, but thanks ever so much if it's you. So there's our crazy fun with pistons and stuff, so I hope you enjoyed it. Do yourself one. Go on our comments video to put a comment down if you want to share whatever you've done, and if you can find a way that this can push something that's useful that goes on forever, let us know, because we'll be interested in finding out a way to make this never-ending thing make things. So please note, Bedrock is slightly different to the Java one. This is a Bedrock one, and just so you know that if you're copying this on Java, it might not work exactly the same way. But thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.